Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy. This is going to be a good show.
When is this thing starting?
We're on now.
Are we really?
This is going to be a good show.
It is going to be a good show.
I'm so excited.
It's cool to be a Christian.
It's cool to...
Don't put your hands on me!
It's cool to be a Christian! This is going to be a good show. Y'all hang on tight. Intro time.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
On. We're on.
Live! Here we are!
We're on, Corey.
What is going on, guys?
It's like the old
Here.
days.
I know, it is. Just like the old
It's
days.
fun.
It is fun. It's more than fun. We got so much going on this morning.
We do. We got Byron Trimble,
Yes,
comedian. This dude had 1.2 million views on his last comedy, stand-up comedy.
Yes, he did. Check this out. So, guys, coming up very soon, Friday, June the 28th, is the UOK Comedy Tour.
Yes.
Byron Trimble, the same gentleman that we're going to be interviewing here in the next 12 minutes. He will be on with us, and he is going to be at First Free Will Baptist Church on June 28th, and it is going to be so much fun. I can't believe we're going to be talking to him soon. It's going to be so good. Look
Sorry
at
about that. I
No,
did
don't
that
worry
wrong.
about it.
So we can see ourselves in this monitor right below the camera. So if it looks like we're not looking at y'all, it's because we're looking.
It's nice to see this big old TV because then we can kind of focus if there's anything going on with our face. You know, we got something hanging off of it and we need to address it, we can do it.
Yeah.
It's all good. Good morning, Ed Cherry. We got a lot of people anticipating today's show. We're talking, it's cool to be a Christian. And who better to do it than a well-known, really funny Christian comedian
Yeah.
who knows how to do comedy without,
You don't have to throw
overdoing
the bad
comedy.
stuff out
Yes,
there.
he's able to do it, as a Christian, and that is so cool. And we've been to a couple of little shows, haven't we? I know
Yeah.
I've seen like John Chris.
Dude, I'm so excited.
I know, and it's amazing how they're able to be so funny and not have to, be crude or anything like that. It's pretty cool. So,
yeah, comedy without all the other stuff that the world's
Yeah.
like, well, if I don't throw out all these cuss words
Yeah.
and swear words and say all these bad things and just nasty things, then people ain't gonna like me. And then these Christian guys like John Chris show up on the scene and
Yeah.
Byron show up on the scene, and they are hilarious, man.
Absolutely.
It's really funny.
Absolutely. So we got that going away. Yes. Archie Gilmer, Jesus does make Christianity cool. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to ask Byron some questions. Got rapid fire questions picked out. And I got some cool speeches. Going to be talking about a couple of cool actors that, keep God first in their life. And, man, I'm excited about this. I really think that this show is just going to go by really fast because we're going to have too much fun.
We've got to address something really quickly.
Let's talk about it.
And you've already noticed this, but it's time that we come clean. It is.
Yeah.
Quacks McGee does have a twin brother.
Where is he?
He's behind your head and he's in front of your face.
Well, no, that.
So
I'm saying though, like that ain't. That's not like that's
This is the original.
Quacks I know and love.
Yeah.
It is, man.
This is the original. That back there is not the original. It's his brother. We got. So y'all have really come through in the clutch and give us things.
You know something?
And I feel like a duck is a random thing, but it's something that y'all have chosen to send us.
Yeah.
And for that reason,
That's
we have
right.
displayed it. So you
Displayed
keep
it.
sending ducks, and before long, there's going to be a bunch of ducks and less faces in our backgrounds.
Quacks McGee.
Yeah.
You should have just not told me that.
Well,
I
now
don't
there's
know
two.
about that. I don't know about the cloned Quacks McGee.
But Bob and Deb, we're glad to see you all as well.
Absolutely.
There's so many huge things happening right now for Beyond Limits, and just be
Yes.
praying with us.
Yes, please do.
We're excited. We
are.
are very excited, and today's show is so phenomenal.
It is. How was yesterday?
Today,
What did you do yesterday?
what did I do yesterday?
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I did this morning at 4 in the morning?
Let's do it.
Would
Let's
that be
talk
weird?
about it. Yes.
We have a home automation system on our phone.
Right.
Okay, so we can change the thermostats in our house. It's for lazy people who don't like to get out of bed to change the thermostat if they're too cold, or forget to set it, whatever reason. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Paisley's in my bed.
Yes.
That's normal. This is normal. She's 6. She still sleeps in our bed. Whatever. One day she's not going to want to, and I'll cherish these moments. Whatever.
Yes.
That being said, I wake up and I'm sweating.
Right.
Like I sleep on my stomach. I don't know how if you're a back sleeper, I don't know how you do it. I feel like I don't understand back
I am
sleepers.
a stomach sleeper.
Yeah, I think if you sleep on your back, there's something wrong with you. That being said, I sleep on my stomach, so I'm laying down on my stomach, sleeping. I wake up and it's like I'm drenched in sweat.
Come on now.
Like I'm pouring sweat.
What's happening?
I'm like, it is incredibly hot. Like it feels like it's 88 degrees in here. Not to be confused with the flux capacitor Back to the Future thing, but it feels like it's 88 degrees in here. And I'm sweating. I'm like, what in the world is going on here?
What's happening?
And my first reaction is, after 19 visits from Delcor, our AC has stopped working again. And like in my mind, I formulated this hypothesis that I'm gonna have to call Delcor out to fix it. But so I get on my phone and I look. I hadn't rolled over yet, and I look, and the temperature says that it is 69 degrees in the house.
69 degrees, which is pretty cool.
Which is exactly where it should be.
It's chilly.
So then I say, I'm getting sick.
Yeah.
I must be getting the flu or something. This is bad. This is not good. I'm gonna have to call Corey, tell him I can't do the show.
Oh,
and
boy.
then I roll over and realize that apparently in my slumber, Paisley has gotten up out of bed,
Right.
gotten 7 quilts. 7 quilts.
7 quilts?
I don't know why we have 7 quilts. I
Call
don't.
them blankets where I come from. Talking about some quilts.
Quilts. Like they're like grandma's quilts. They're like, you wear them in the Antarctic, and there's 7 of
Little
them.
house on the prairie must be where you grew up. Talking about some quilts. We call them blankets back home.
She has layered our bed with 7 quilts, and we're both. Paisley too. Like her hair, from the first 4 inches of her hair is just like soaking wet. I'm soaking wet, and we're drenched in sweat.
Yes.
And we're like, as soon as I take them off, I'm ice cold.
Ice cold.
And I'm like, it is very cold in this house, and I'm very hot.
You better be glad you didn't catch a cold.
Well, I think I may have Paul hand
It's so
sewed
funny.
those quilts.
This man talks about some quilts like, we have quilts in my house. But that's
Pinky
none
up,
of my
everybody.
business. We have quilts.
I'm going to tell you, if you want to win tickets,
Yes.
tell them how they can win tickets.
Dude, all you got to do is what? We said we're going to like, comment, share the page.
That's it.
Correct?
So here's the thing. Like First Free Will Baptist Church's
Yes.
page, because they're hosting this comedy thing. This is where it's going to be at. And it should be in the title.
Yes.
If not, we're going to put it in the comment section. It's easy to find. First Free Will Baptist Washington.
Yes.
It is. If you search on, and you can do it after the show because we're doing the drawing on Friday. No big rush. No big. Everybody, just calm down.
So I'm going to drop it right here in the
Drop
comment section below.
Yep. It is
For you guys.
FWB Washington, and you'll be able to find it.
So First Free Will Baptist of Washington,
Yep.
a.k.a. FFWB
Washington.
of Washington, the original Washington.
Yep, and
There you
you type
go.
that into the search bar, you'll find them. Like their page.
Yep.
Okay, that way you'll stay up to date.
Like it, share it.
Share this video out
That's right.
to get the word, and then you comment, done.
That's right.
That last part helps us out. That way we don't have to go searching who liked and comment. We'll only search for the people who comment done. Then
And
we'll
then
make sure
we
you did it.
can pick a winner all the more easier. Man, we got VIP, son. VIP. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait for this day.
Word to your mom.
Dude, hey, thank you.
You're welcome. And yes.
Oh, man. I'm telling you.
I'm excited.
Kind of like pants. Yeah, what do you call those? Are those jeans or are those trousers? Trousers. Hey, sit down, sir. You're going to hurt
These
yourself.
are
Get
my
down.
jeans.
Get down.
Their jeans, they've got holes in them. It's okay. You can send me money.
They are distressed jeans.
They are very
You did
distressed.
That on purpose.
They hurt. I'm waiting
Oh,
for somebody
man.
like my mom and dad to suggest
They're
a
probably
type of
your
pants.
mom and dad were probably watching you do that, and they were just
Yeah.
like, "Paul, get down." They're just like,
Get
probably
off
had-
that chair.
They probably had a flashback. Paul, get down right now. Michael Paul Armstrong, you
Hey.
get down right now.
Wow. You know if mom's upset with you when she
Full
goes.
name. Full
You
name.
go full name.
My mama didn't call me out my full name. She just
Hey.
said, "Corey, get out."
What'd you do? What'd you get?
Got
in?
down?
Yeah.
Well, no. Sometimes.
I'm gonna tell you what, and I don't know if
I
mom
was
remembers
hard-headed,
this.
man.
My-
I was hard-headed.
This is funny.
I was
I don't
hard-headed.
know if mom remembers this. Mom, tell me, do you remember the one time I back talked you?
Oh man.
Do you remember that? Like I said no, and I immediately knew that was a bad decision. Like
Smack.
it came out of my mouth, and as it's coming out, I'm like, this is a very bad decision, but I couldn't stop it. It was like I was talking to my brothers and sister. Like I said, I was in the living room of my house. I was about 3 feet away from one couch and about 2 feet away from the other couch. The TV was by. I remember the exact spot I was standing when I back talked my mom that
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
Things happened.
Then things took place and you didn't do it again.
I did not. I have not ever done that again.
I heard that. 2 minutes till we get on with Byron.
Yeah.
Wayne Smith is on. We got a whole bunch of people watching. Y'all tag the show, share it out because this guy is a riot. He is hilarious. So we have no doubt it was going to be a really cool, fun podcast, and we're going to have our headphones. We'll be talking to him, but you'll be able to hear him as well because we're going to be talking to him via Skype. So you'll be able. It's going to be a very interesting show. We've never done this before, so we're excited about it.
Yeah, and if so y'all are, this is the live stream. If something seems kind of hinky at first, we're working with it. We did a test run yesterday, and it's beautiful. Apparently,
Yes.
we can have up to 5 guests on Skype. So
Yes.
we're going places with that. I want to get 5 missionaries on at the same time, and
Yes.
and pick a topic, missions or
Hey,
something.
let me tell you something.
Tell me something good.
Dude, before we go on, guys, you got to let us know where you want us to eat next. Me and Paul were talking about that yesterday. We got to pick where we want to eat, where we want to be eating. We've been thrown out there, Aiden, Skylight Inn Barbecue, which, I was just watching a video up there. Tasty put it out on Facebook, and Skylight Inn was referenced in it. There's some good barbecue, like literally right down the road here. So let us know where you want us to eat. If that's where you want us to go, we'll contact them. We'll see if we can line it up because the first Beyond Limits video is out, and it's killing it. A lot of people are watching it and sharing it, so we definitely want to do another one because we love eating and it's fun.
I enjoy to eat.
I love eating.
I do.
Especially love eating some barbecue.
Barbecue.
So, dude, countdown clock. It's 7:30.
It is 7:30.
It's 7:30.
And the reason I'm waiting, and it's not on purpose, is because I've been slacking on my likes. So if you put a comment up there, you're going to notice that it has just gotten its standard daily like.
Let me get a like going.
There we go. And that helps the algorithms get up there. Share this video out. Keep the commenting up, the hearts and likes. And it keeps us
it helps the algorithms get up there.
He's making fun of me.
Oh, so algorithms and quilts and my goodness. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
All Corey hears right now is boop boop beep boop 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 beep beep. Dad, get off the phone. I'm on the internet.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Get that mess. You ready for this?
Talk to them while I give Byron a call.
So we're gonna call Byron. And I'm telling you guys, this is going to be really cool. We've been talking about this ever since Monday. So, Byron Trimble, again, June 28th, Friday, First Free Will Baptist Church, UOK Comedy Tour. He will be there. So, if you want to see just how funny he's going to be at that event, this is your sneak peek now. You're going to have about a half hour to see him talking with us about the topic. It's cool to be a Christian. And he is definitely living proof of that because the man is a very successful comedian and Christ follower. What more can you ask for? It's good stuff. Corey, I just noticed your T-shirt. I love Magnolia. So, yeah, my parents went to Magnolia in where I believe it's in Texas. So I know it's in Texas. I'm trying to think of where in Texas. But, yes, I heard it was a very good restaurant. I wish I could have went there with them. They went there in their RV. Waco, I think it was in Waco, Texas. That's where it's at.
There's an RV.
Yes. So
we're almost good. I've got them on. I'm just trying to get.
We should do a Beyond Limits Eats in Magnolia Silos. Come on, somebody.
Hey,
that'd be cool. Waco. That's right, Carrie. That's right. Waco.
Where are you at, video? Oh, here we go. Hold on. Camera.
Yes.
FaceTime. Here we go, Byron. You're going to be able to see us there.
You ready?
Check us out, Byron.
You ready to get this done?
I am ready to get us done.
Can you guys see and hear me okay?
I can hear you, and we're going to put you on the screen in 6 seconds. Dude, this is going to be Byron. He's fitting to pop up on the screen. 1, 2.
Whoa.
You like that?
There he is.
You like that? All right. So, Facebook Live. This right here.
There it is, right there. There he is. He's up there.
There he is. That's Byron Trimble right there, the comedian. Byron, what is up, fella?
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Doing
I'm
good.
Doing wonderful. On this, what's today? Wednesday? Wednesday morning.
It is Wednesday morning.
Last I was told it was Wednesday. I'm still waking up too.
I love that duck right there on that mic.
This is Quacks McGee, man. This is Quacks McGee. Do we tell him a story about Quacks? Tell him.
Yeah, apparently Quacks. Well, okay. So when I graduated from Liberty, Jared Mosley got us this duck, and he set it out there, and then our family named this duck Quacks McGee, and then
Quacks McGee.
Yes, and this is where he sits. Apparently, it became a thing. And Quacks McGee has a twin brother over here, which you can see behind Corey. So now people just randomly send us ducks. I don't know how that even became our thing, but it's our thing now. So
That's
we
your
have
thing. Ducks.
Dude.
Quacks McGee. I love that.
1.2 million views on your last video. Tell us, dude. Tell us about that. You came from Rejoice Church. Walk us through that for our Facebook audience who is now liking First Free Will Baptist page, and they are sharing this video so that they can make it to your concert. They're excited about that concert or the show coming up on the 28th. Tell us about your story, man.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. First, can you hear me okay? And is all that coming through?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm great. Outside this morning. I got kind of a Augusta National vibe going with the birds and all that out here. Yeah, I worked at Rejoice Church in Owasso, Oklahoma for the longest time, for close to 6 years, with Pastor Casey Carricker and his crew out there, and they're amazing people. And that was like my first. Well, probably to go back before that, I was going to school for sports broadcasting. That's what I was going to do. Okay, so I was gonna be on ESPN. I was gonna be sitting next to Jim Nantz and doing all these things. Okay, that even though he's not ESPN, for those of you who follow. And so that was the plan. Was to be that. Over time, I just felt God kind of lead me away from that. And then, you know, I was kind of a series all throughout life. I feel like we hear God differently. We hear him say something in a different direction. And then we just kind of go, okay, well, what about so Lord, what about these 4 years of student loans I just racked up for journalism? So, okay, but all right, fine. We'll switch it up. And so all I heard was ministry. And that's a vague term. Yeah. But I knew how to do music, so I started there, and I got involved at this church plant here in Michigan, where I'm from. I'm from Detroit area. That's where I grew up. And then I just got into a church plant, because one thing about church plants is, one, they're not picky in who they get, and it's a great experience. And so I was there for about 2 years, and then I had a baby. Me and my wife had our first baby, and we needed a job. I found a God connection through Tommy Swindle and Rejoice, and it just kind of worked out. And I went down there, spent 6 years in Oklahoma with them. And we literally just moved back like last week, as I've gone full time into the comedy thing. And so like I was telling you guys yesterday, like it's like right now, this is not like we've made it to the other side, pull up a chair and some coffee, and let me tell you about all the things I've made it through. Like, we're still very much airborne.
Yes.
Pulling on parachutes.
Cool.
And I'm free.
Free
falling.
Did you like that?
Exactly about right. That's exactly about where we're at. And so it's very, very exciting. It's very raw. A lot of things I'll tell you today are not probably super polished, because like it's happening right now. Yeah. And so but it's cool. The comedy thing, man, it just found it kind of, well, the way I kind of phrase it is, I've been a comedian my whole life. I just didn't realize it until I was 27. Yeah. And I didn't even realize it was a job. Like, people made a living doing it till I was, 27. And part of being so when I got on staff, I didn't study to be a pastor. Okay, I didn't go to school for that or anything. So when I got on staff at Rejoice, my mindset was just, okay, I'm going to be the best pastor I can. Whatever my understanding of that is, I'm going to be the best one that I can. And part of that is just, I'm going to just say yes to everything. Every single skill I have, I'm going to make that available to God. And so if I can sing, if I can do media, if I can make videos, if I can edit websites, if I can play dodgeball and chuck some balls at some kids' heads, whatever, with the youth group, whatever I got to do, that's what we'll do. And part of that was I went on a state education board with some guys you all may know, Daniel Sweet, Phil Scowden, a bunch of these, Mike Wade out here in Oklahoma. And I joined this board because that's what I thought pastors did, was join boards. And so they were planning these camps. And my first week on the board, my first meeting, was the debriefing meeting of the previous year's camp. And they had a magician, like an illusionist guy. Yeah. And they were trying to figure out how to cut money, like how to like save budget, which is, probably what most board meetings are. And so they were trying to save money. And we had paid this dude a decent sum of money to come and entertain kids. And I thought, and I kind of spoke up. I was like, well, we can maybe start there, because it's not that hard to entertain kids. You just get up there and embarrass them or make fun of their counselor, throw a pie at them. Like, especially camp, it's easy. Just it's not that hard. And they all looked at me like, it wasn't like a concerned look, but it was a look of very much, okay, if it's so easy, then you're entertainment next year. And so my first comedy show ever was for 1,000 teenagers in 105 degrees in Oklahoma State teen camp. And it very much happened like that. And I had always written some songs growing up. I had some funny stories from growing up. And so I just kind of threw them at that crowd that night. And then over the course of the year, all those youth groups went home to their youth pastors. And then people started calling me to come do their things. And so that was, at the root of it, that's how it started.
That is awesome. That is
That was
cool.
a long answer, I feel like.
No. That is so cool to hear, man. It really is, dude. So you would say that comedy was with you your whole life. You just didn't really know it, that you had a knack for it.
Yeah, and then it wasn't until so we had this guy, and he came for 2 weeks. And so if this number I say staggers some of you, who go, man, tons of money out in Oklahoma. We had him for 2 weeks, but we paid this magician $5,000 to come out. And I just remember that was the first time I'd seen any sort of ministry budget. I've been a pastor for like 2 weeks at this point.
Right.
And so this is the first time I'd seen any sort of ministry budget. That's the first time I'd seen any sort of like anything for any sort of big or event like that. And I just went, we pay. These guys make what?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure. No.
He just threw some magic cards up, and and he was good, but that's not my point.
Yeah.
But I just remember, it never crossed my mind once people make a living doing this, and it never crossed my mind once that like people have a ministry. Like that's all that guy did was concentrate on this, and then you kind of learn about other people that do it. And then once I realized I had I was decent at it, and more people started calling me, then it was like, well, I gotta,
Yeah.
we can see how this goes.
So
although my first thought was, as more people called me, I was like, oh crap, I gotta write more jokes.
Yeah.
Dude, Donna Crabtree, who's one of our followers, she's watching you right now.
Oh, Donna.
Yes, Donna. She is part of a church plant in Canada, and she wrote to you. She goes, "Isn't it fun when you know you have walked through the door where God wants you? It's an amazing feeling."
Yeah, it really is. And so like when I tell you like we're in the free falling, see, I don't even like that phrase. And I know you were kidding around singing the song, but free falling makes it sound like you're just in a mayday. Like I picture like a pilot screaming mayday into the air, and you're crying. Not feel that way. I feel very much like a guy on a really safe boat in some really maybe choppy, scary waters potentially. But at the end of the day, you're good. And so that's how we feel. Like we have, and God has grown us. So I've been off staff of Rejoice now for a few weeks. And we've grown so much. My wife and I have grown so much in those 2 weeks, just like learning to truly trust God and learning to like what that means, And so like we've been praying for this for a long time. June last week was the year 4 mark of me in comedy. It's happened really fast. Usually people don't go full-time comedy for like 6-7 years. And so the fact that it's happened in 4 is crazy. And as we've prayed, the whole thing's been bathed in prayer and everything. And so to the point where it was time to jump, just like with anybody in any ministry, in anything, anywhere, any field, when it's time to jump, it's always scary and you never feel completely ready to. But when we did, it's just been such this process of growth of just learning to truly trust God, because, he'll tell you, he'll be like, listen, I gave you the gifting, but I didn't give you the power. So with your gift, that's great. You need to be faithful with it, but you need to trust me with the power things that I can control.
Man, that's so cool.
It's been good.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that you brought that up, trusting God, because we have a follower, Ed Cherry. He wants to know. He's asking you when you first. Ed Cherry. Ed Cherry.
Oh, Ed Cherry.
Ed Cherry.
Follows us as well.
Yes,
What's up, Ed?
Yeah, so his question for you is, when you first got, so you said you've been in comedy 4 years now. And obviously,
Yeah.
it's happened all really fast. Can you describe, if any, was there any resistance from the enemy? Was there any type of resistance, pushback you felt? Was it hard to keep it flowing? Is there any of that going on when you were first starting out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the time. Oh, like crazy. Yeah. And sometimes that was. It's gonna sound weird. Sometimes that was my greatest, like encouragement.
Yeah.
Was it had such resistance because I kind of felt like, you know what, like there's so many just crazy dumb things that are from the enemy happening to me right now that this has to. I feel like I'm on some sort of right track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so like sometimes I took encouragement from it, but I'm not that spiritual. Most of the time I had to, fight my complaining heart. But when stuff like that, let's see, some examples. Well, the money thing, that's always an obstacle because I have a young family. And so like I was always walking that line of, okay, I want to be audacious, Lord, with my faith, but I don't want to be reckless.
Right.
So like there's a line there to walk. I got young kids. I got a wife. We moved out to Oklahoma. All of our family was in Michigan. And so like anytime I would travel, my wife would be by herself with our little kids and stuff. And so lots of obstacles there. There was a while there. For me, I had to buy in, and I didn't truly grasp what was happening.
Yeah.
Like people were asking me to come be silly. People were coming asking me, and I saw there was value in it. And I saw that there was value in bringing people joy and all these different things. And laughter and the healing power that laughter has, and really this powerful agent of communication that laughter is. But for me, it was a hurdle to get over to like call myself a comedian.
Yeah.
Like like a comedian is a dude, holding Quacks McGee next to my head and making funny voices on TV all night. Like that was a comedian.
Yeah.
Water coming out of my shirt. I guess I associated the comedians with clowns, and so that was like, okay, like this is what it is, and this is what the ministry is. And like getting a grasp for what it looked like, and then also communicating that to people to where like, people kind of, because for the longest time people didn't understand what it was.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Especially, the people who are paying your paycheck, people who are paying you a salary. It's like, hey, we moved you down here to work for us. What is this? Like, what is this happening for me to get like a why behind it? Like, okay, I can go be fun, but there's going to be some times in a hotel room in Boise, Idaho on a Thursday night where I'm going to miss my kid's ball game, and I'm going to need a lot more substance behind this than just, oh, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a why behind it. And so a lot of that stuff. We had a nightmare situation with our house that we bought in Oklahoma. That just went terrible, and every time the long story short is we had a bunch of water damage that wasn't our fault. And so our whole house, our very first home we ever bought as a couple, which is supposed to be your beautiful American dream white picket fence, was an absolute disaster. And terrible. And like, and so just every different thing. Comparison, oh man, that's the thief of joy. Comparison, especially once you realize you're starting to, like, I'm actually kind of good at this. Like I am funny, and like I'm funnier than this dude who's making a good living doing this and who's already doing it. And I'm ready to be at step 7 in my journey instead of step 2. Comparison was always a big thing for me too.
Yeah.
So,
That's huge.
Lots of stuff, man, all the time. Yeah.
Dude, and then Ed responded to your answer to that, and he goes, LOL, comma, haha. The resistance didn't realize they were giving you new material. That is great. And
Yes.
that is so cool. Jessica Rapp says, I remember the leader of my old small group saying that when you're doing what God wants to, the devil will throw everything he has at you, attack your spirit, make you doubt. That is awesome. That's a good point. And then my mom and dad, who also watches, Bob and Deb Armstrong, says, talk about having on-the-job training experience. God is so great.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it's been very much fake it till you make it, I guess, would be one way to look at it, but just learning as you go, man. Learning as you go, and constantly saying yes to God. Like, okay, all right, let's dive again, and you'll catch us.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you're a VIP. We are.
Oh, I am too.
It's
you
your
guys are both
face.
VIP.
We've got your
here.
face
Look at
around
that.
our necks.
Yes. Look at that.
Look at that. That's the pull my finger pose.
Is that what that is?
That's it. Pull my finger. Yep.
Look at that.
You look so happy.
You do, man. Who you think you're pointing at? In
Me?
That? With me? I don't know. You're gonna be pointing.
I don't know what it's hard to tell at that time.
Dude, when you pull out, like I was looking at a ton of your videos, you're incredibly funny.
Yeah.
When you're on that keyboard and you're singing comedy, like mid-song, like he's making a song up as he goes along to whatever's in the crowd or whatever's going on, and it is huge. Like I'm rolling. I'm watching this and I'm rolling. And if you're on the live stream, of course, after the live stream's over, click off and click on some of his old video. Like it's hilarious, man. Do you get nervous still before you go on stage?
Yeah. But that's good.
Yeah.
Because that shows you're alive. You know,
Yeah.
like I remember being really nervous before high school sports, and when I'd play ball back in a lifetime ago, and I just remember being really nervous before games. And my coach told me one time, he said, "Hey, if you're nervous, embrace that, because there's so many people that go to their same job every day for the rest of their life and have never felt nervous for years. So if you're nervous, that means you're doing something important and cool, and you're alive."
Look
so
at that.
I kind of just think about that.
That's good.
Each time I'm like, man, this is cool. Like, I'm nervous, but when you get up there, dude, like when you get that first laugh. So if you ever come to my show, just my first joke, just give me that one courtesy laugh, because then I lock in. You know, it's like it's like stepping into a ski. You know, and so but when you get that first laugh, it's you're there, and it's one of those times. It's like it's almost a spiritual experience for me, because it's like every time I start a show, it's kind of like God sticks his hand down from heaven, gives me an attaboy, and says you're on the right track, because like it just feels like this is what I was kind of made to do.
Yeah.
You know? And so you do get nervous a little bit, especially when the more just the more new things you do. So like Dry Bar, like that's just new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did stuff with John Christ, you know, that's just new.
Yeah.
And you understand the opportunity. Not that, you know, I want to impress certain people or whatever, but like this is a big opportunity in my life, and if I screw it up, just you don't want to screw it up, because
right.
it could open up more opportunities. And so I guess that pressure to just take advantage to the most an opportunity that God gives you, I guess, is sometimes what I feel the most pressure to do.
Yeah. So I was definitely going to ask you, so you definitely feed off of your audience some when you're getting out there.
Yeah, it's a dance.
Yeah.
It's a dance. You know, so no show is exactly the same. And a lot of times that's the best thing, is to have like an organic experience that happens with that specific audience.
Yeah.
You know, so if I just run through all my material, same way I did it the night before, same way I'll do it the next night, it'll still go well, and I think it'll still be fun. But to give that crowd the best possible experience, it works better to have to be able to have a dance with them. And so if it's kind of like you're playing basketball and you're taking what the defense gives you. You know?
Yeah.
And so you got your plays and you run into play and whatever else, but if this crowd is feeling something right here, or something goofy happens in the crowd, or some dude wants to say something goofy from the audience, sometimes you just got to park there and do a little bit of a play change, and most of the time that works out pretty well. So yeah, it's a lot of fun feeding off the audience, and that's one of the things. It's not everyone can do that, like the whole ad-lib thing. Yeah. But I recognized, like, early on, like, even before I actually started doing comedy, I could recognize, like, when I was even, like, a teenager, I was fairly quick on my feet. Uh-huh. And so that's been something that, thankfully, I've been able to have a lot of fun with. And it keeps it fun for me, too. Because I'm not just doing the same exact joke, you know, every night. It's always something potentially different.
Yeah. You know what excites me?
What's that?
A lot of things, but one particular thing is this. Donna Phipps Crabtree from Canada.
Canada! Go Warriors.
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 Well, there we go.
There you go. What
She-
you say? What Donna say?
It's
oh, yeah.
America. It's America. You just root for America.
Okay.
No, I like the Raptors. They're good, Donna. They're good.
She goes, wish I didn't live so far away. Well, I've got good news for you, Donna Phipps Crabtree. You said you were going to be at the National Convention in Ohio. Well, guess who else is going to be at the National Convention in Ohio?
That guy?
You guys.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, us.
Yeah.
But
Quacks.
also,
Quacks.
Quacks McGee will also be there. We could go through the entire list, but Byron will also be there.
Yeah.
I'm excited. He's gonna be hanging out with We Start Churches as well. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be hanging out together, and he's gonna be here on the show with us. Is that next week? You're here. I know it's the 28th. Okay, yeah,
28th.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks.
Yep. June 28th.
So he'll be sitting right here with us.
That is gonna be cool, man.
It is
Yes.
gonna be cool. I'm looking forward
That's
to
going to
it.
be cool. We're going to put Quacks in the dashboard. You going to put him all the way up there to the convention?
Yeah.
Just let him sit, ride shotgun?
Ride shotgun the
That's
whole
better
way
than
to
shotgun.
Ohio. 9
That's what
hours.
I'm talking about.
We need to like record that trip up there too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's gonna be
It'd
good.
be a good trip. So Byron, we're talking about it's cool to be a Christian. And one thing I was thinking about, and I don't know if this is the way to put it, but like you got like I guess I'm gonna throw it out there. I guess I'll call it mainstream. I know you probably saw here and there comedians who just do comedy. Just do it, and it's not faith based. It's not, I guess what we would call clean. Did you ever struggle with that about how to keep it fun and entertaining, or did you just let God lead you and just let it go with it and giving comedy to a Christian audience, so to speak? How has that been for you versus the alternative?
I always really wanted from the outset just to make it really quality, clean. And
Yes.
so like, I don't really. Most people will associate me with Christian comedy, but I like to just say I'm just a clean comedian who follows Christ.
There you go.
Yes.
Because I remember growing up, and it's one of the reasons I struggled with calling myself a comedian for the longest time, because I just didn't think any Christian comedians were that funny.
There you go.
I wasn't aware of a whole bunch of them, but the ones that I were aware of, I just didn't think they were all that great. And even sometimes, like even the Christian, this is a whole separate thing, and I don't mean to, go in on anybody.
No.
But even like Christian music industry is sometimes
Yes.
it is just following 5 years behind the secular world. And so like from a creative standpoint, I always just wanted to just be really good and relevant, and something that that you can throw in a corporate setting, in a comedy club, and a church, and I don't have to like change a whole lot.
Yes.
Like I'm not speaking a whole lot of insider language with Christian stuff. Now, if I'm at a church, a lot of times, especially if I do a spiritual message at the end or something, or sometimes I'll speak a little different and use insider, church language. But I try not to, just because I just place a high value on being really, really good and clean.
Yes.
And being something that even a person who doesn't go to church, who doesn't believe in God, nothing, they can watch my show and be like, yeah, bro, that was funny. That was funny. I don't even buy into all the Christian stuff, and some of the things that were kind of Christian undertones, I'm not jiving with that personally, but I can still laugh about it, and it's funny.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your ability to laugh at yourself, you
Yeah.
know, and all these different things. And so for me, that was always just the goal from the outset, to just stay clean, but just be really, really funny in a way that can work anywhere and be funny to anybody. And then and I guess it's kind of worked so far. And so yeah, I guess that was always the thing. I had a very conservative, like, I grew up in a Christian home. I joked my dad is a pastor, my mom's a church pianist, my grandma was in a Southern gospel group, my grandpas were both deacons. We were so Christian that our pets prayed before they ate. And so I had grown up this way, so like staying clean wasn't super hard for me.
Yeah.
I didn't have like a super, terrible background to come from. So that wasn't very hard, but I just always really placed a high emphasis on just being really, really funny.
Yeah.
Trying to be quality, excellence.
Man.
Bob and Deb ask, is there areas I hate to do this, but are there areas, Bob and Deb? Are there areas? Not is there areas. Anyways, are there areas is what they meant to put there.
Does there be
Are there areas in your work you will not do or say?
Ooh.
Are there things you don't touch?
Bob
Let's
and
get
Deb.
clear.
It's a good question.
Hey.
Where are they from? Where's Bob and Deb from?
Columbia, North Carolina.
That's his mom and dad.
Yes.
That's my mom and dad.
That's why I was
pause.
See, that's why it was so convenient for me to call them out.
Alias.
Yeah, no, dude, that is really because I can call them out and they're still gonna like the show.
Yeah.
So.
No. There's nothing that I ever think I just can't. There's one thing I did. There's one time ever I censored a show, and that is I have a bit on tornadoes because I moved to Oklahoma and from the north, and I joke about how we handle tornadoes versus how they handle tornadoes, and the church I went to literally had like a tornado blow through their church and like some loss of life and stuff, and so
I can see why you would steer clear of that.
It wouldn't have gone over well. So that was the only time I censored myself.
Right.
But no, I don't really have I don't have like a lot of stuff to go. So like I don't ever have to go on stage and go, man, I can't talk about my cocaine background.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a cocaine background. You know, if someone offered me cocaine, I don't even really know how to do it.
Yeah. Like, throw it up in the air.
There you go.
What's happening
what
now?
is this?
Am I feeling
Pixie
it?
dust. When I fly. Like I don't know. I'm a Christian school kid. I don't know how to do this stuff. I can barely dance. I can't dance.
Yeah.
But
dude, your
anyways.
bit, you've got one bit that is funny. Like I watched it like 7 times and I felt kind of weird. Felt like I was starting to stalker status. You were like,
No,
I'm
it's okay.
5'5", and the most awkward thing is hugging ladies.
Yeah.
Like
tall women.
tall women is the most awkward thing being 5'5". You know, and dude, that's like you gotta watch that. That he goes because you go in to hug them and you don't really know what to do.
Yeah.
Like nobody, it's just a weird moment for everybody, and it's like you had me rolling.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You know what?
Huge.
But that. Well, oh, sorry.
Bye.
Hey,
Bye.
no,
Where'd you
Byron,
go? Oh.
Y'all
No,
get me
Byron.
excited talking about hugging people. Okay. The that's a perfect example. Is that joke? So. One of the it's the discussion that people understand when you do that joke is if you're 5'5" and you're hugging a tall woman, you're going to be in her chest region.
Yes.
And so like that's part of the joke that people understand.
Yeah.
And what I have found super refreshing about the church, I won't actually go and actually use the words that region of the country is region of the body for a woman is called. I won't actually use the word. That actually I think adds to the humor of it. Is it's all kind of whatever. But you can go there, and a lot of times the church people, they'll go there with you because comedy, you can get away with stuff like that. Yeah. And so like the worship leader before they start Good Father probably can't start talking about hugging a tall woman and and whatever, but in comedy it can work.
Yes.
And people appreciate it because it's relatable.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the reasons like I've never really had a huge problem about censoring or things being off limits is because I'm not coming at it from a perverted standpoint. I'm not coming at it from a way that whatever people I think will know my heart. And I know my heart, most importantly, and I know what my angle is.
I love that.
But secondly, relatability is just super funny, and people can all like every tall woman in the crowd knows. It's like, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that what you're talking about because it is like there's a lot of taboo topics that when you're in the church or you're out in public and you're a Christian that you can't really say. But I feel like your bit with comedy, it's a way for people to, like you said, relate. It's real. It's the funny stuff that people go through on a day-to-day basis, and then they can actually deal with it through a show of yours that they may go to, and then they can laugh about it, and you help them deal with these little quirky things that, like hugging a tall woman. You can sit there, and that's pretty cool. I love it that you're able to do that, and I'm sure other people love it as well. Man, this is cool stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you ready for some, Byron, you got ready for some rapid-fire questions, man?
Yeah. Let's
Rapid fire question. So
Let's do it on
you
the
don't-
podcast.
On the podcast.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
'cause we're pushing the envelope right now on time constraints, and yeah. So we're gonna switch to the podcast. It's just a quick intro, and it's where me and Corey get really close.
Yes.
We get so super close.
Don't get
It's
freaked
awkward.
out. It's just so we
Yeah.
can talk into the microphone better and we
So it
sound
sounds
better.
like this.
Because we don't sound that great. But yeah.
Yeah,
So you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna play an intro. You're gonna see. You're not actually gonna notice any difference, but the people on Facebook will notice a short distance difference, and it's just so we can switch over to the podcast, and it's what we submit to Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff. But like Scott Johnson has a question. We're gonna get to that, Scott. First one on the podcast. We're gonna do this rapid fire. It's a good podcast, so y'all don't go anywhere. Facebook family. This intro is about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah,
it.
it is. Let's roll it.
Let's roll into it.
Here comes the podcast, guys. Stay tuned for a really good time.
Yes.
You're listening to the Beyond Limits Morning Show featuring Paul Armstrong and Corey Smith with positive, encouraging stories and Christ-centered messages. Join us as Beyond Limits starts now.
And hello, Beyond Limits family. Paul and Corey here with your podcast this morning. We got a special guest in the
Yes.
house. Byron Trimble is here with us, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing, Byron?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Glad to be with you, fine gentlemen.
Yes, fine. I don't know about that. You're fine. It's good to have you, buddy. You're fine. Yeah, but we got some rapid fire questions. We're gonna start off guns a-blazing, man. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
All right, so the rules are there are no rules. Just try to answer as quick as you can. Just
Quick.
answer
That's quick,
honestly.
okay.
Yeah, we got 20 of them, but they're simple, man. They're fun. We're not going to put you on the spot. So here you go. You ready?
Or we may.
Or we may. We're not going to do
Yeah.
that. We're nice
Yeah,
guys.
what's my biggest struggle?
Yeah, there you go. No,
What was your biggest addiction, and how'd you overcome it? And go. You got 10 seconds.
yeah.
Nah.
What scripture got you through it?
Yeah, there you go. I can't answer that fast, guys. What in the world? I'm dealing with professionals, I thought.
Yeah, 3-point
Okay.
outline.
All
Go.
right, here it goes. Number one, favorite food.
Oh, ooh, I like everything. Okay, so probably my favorite food. A dream scenario would be like a sporting event in one of the suites where they just throw all the bad things on a buffet. So
Yes.
there
There you go.
you know what I'm saying? So like all of it: cheese sticks, nachos, pizza,
Yes.
all of it.
All of it. I love your answer.
just-
I'm incredibly hungry right
All
now.
of it.
I want. Hey, new guy Josh.
But I've been doing Chinese a lot lately though. So let's to give you a specific one, we'll go Chinese. later.
General
Specific.
Styles.
No, I know, Byron. I like it. What's your favorite food? All of it. That's what I like. Let's go
Yeah,
with that.
all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
All right.
Number
A buffet
two.
and a suite. I have expensive taste. I need
Yeah.
it in a suite. In a
Marvel.
suite.
Marvel or DC comics.
Marvel.
Yes. Yes, Byron. Yes. No. All right. Number three.
Better movies.
Yes, absolutely.
They do have better movies.
Better believe they do. All right. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Coke, my man. Yes.
Coke.
Mm.
Coke, as y'all say it in the South. Coke.
I don't know. I gotta agree with them. Is that
Although I
bad?
like
Because I'm
Mountain Dew.
but I'm a
Mountain Dew's
Carolina
my favorite
boy.
Pop though.
Yes. Pop. Did you just say pop?
Yeah.
Oh,
From the
no,
North
Byron.
I think we can censor. we can censor that out. I don't. It's like our Facebook audience. I think they just heard beep right then. Like I don't think you can say pop in the South.
Well, I don't know what's worse, man. That I'm a Carolina boy and
Pop.
I may or may not prefer Coke over Pepsi, or that Byron says pop. But I expected that.
Yeah.
I expected pop out of him. Heck yeah. All right. You got it?
Internet.
Sorry.
There
I'm
we
back.
go.
You're there. I see you.
Here he is.
All right. Number 4, Paul. Take it
Number
away.
4, favorite sport.
Favorite sport: basketball.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Hey.
Were you a ball player?
I
play
was.
some-
I was.
Cool.
I was.
My man.
Yeah. People don't believe me when they look at me, but I did play a lot of ball at one time.
Yes.
Right,
Hooped.
Right now, if I played, you wouldn't believe me. But just take my word for it.
I'm sure it's better than my jumper. It's better than my J. I know you. You know you got a better J than I do. All right. Number 5, favorite movie.
Oh, Favorite movie? Oh man. I love the movie series. I love the Batman, Christopher Nolan Batmans.
Yes, with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
Yes.
Those are good.
Yes.
Dark Knight with the Joker. Those are good. I
Yes.
enjoy those movies.
With
Dark
the,
Knight
with
is
the,
comedies
good.
are good too.
with the deep raspy voice. Nobody does that better than
Yes.
Christian Bale.
Well, why don't you do it right now?
I will not do that. Gosh, Paul, don't put me on the spot like
But
that,
you
bro.
did it perfectly.
Yes. All right.
Best.
Yeah, just growl. That's all you gotta do.
What is number 6? What is the best vacation you ever took? And go.
California.
California.
Actually, your crowd could relate to some of this. The National. It was out in Anaheim one year, and
Yeah.
my family went out there, and then we made a vacation afterwards. Went and saw the sequoia trees and Garden of the Gods, all that stuff. It was great.
Sequoia.
It was super fun. Sequoia.
That's fun. That's a fun word to say. Sequoia.
Talk loogie while you say it. Sequoia.
Like a Mr. Miyagi wax on, wax off thing.
That's
there.
hilarious. All right, moving on. Number 7. What is the one thing you can't go without for a whole day?
You know what? I'll check myself here. My cell phone.
Yeah.
I'll admit the addiction.
Yeah.
That is there.
you
Mostly
go.
though, it's just because I wouldn't know what time it is.
Yeah.
I can't get around. I would be lost.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to wear that day. And so, yeah, I would need my phone.
That was one of the things when I was typing out the question. I was like, yeah, cell phone could probably be one for a lot of people. But there you go. Cell
Yeah.
phone. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Number 8. Have you skydived? If not, and this is for Norman Kirk, have you skydived? If not, would you?
I have not, but I definitely would.
Byron.
Hey, man, he's coming in 2 weeks, and there's a skydiving place
I
not
feel like
even.
I said wouldn't.
Byron.
I would.
You would? Are you aware of the dangers
Yeah, I would
associated with skydiving?
You know you could fall to the ground.
We've already talked about
Hey.
falling.
Yeah, all the stuff we talked about. I'm a cliff jumper, man. We're cliff jumpers out here. So
Oh, my goodness.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, he'll go. I will not go, Byron, but I will wait for you at the bottom.
We might have to set that up for 2 weeks. That
All
might
right.
be a thing.
Number 9. This might be a little complex, but number 9. Favorite story in the Bible for you?
For me, recently, I talk about it in my show, is the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000.
Come
I think
on.
there's just a lot of fun angles to that story of
Nice.
it kind of being Jesus's coming out party of miracles. Like, imagine social media
Yeah.
being around at that miracle. It was
Yes.
bonkers. That little kid, and how we all can relate to him in that story of, giving up our lunch to Jesus. Probably that one lately over the last couple of years.
Nice.
That's
Good
actually
deal.
really huge.
Yeah.
Imagine if
Jesus,
social media was back
yes. Jesus feeds the 5,000 as told,
Hashtag.
Yeah.
as told by Byron Trimble.
then. Hashtag
Yeah.
feeding 5,000.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. That was like the disciples are still new at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was maybe one of the first times he had asked them to do something nuts.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's go feed all these people. And they're
Yeah.
all like, what?
Yeah.
What? You say what? He said, let's feed these people.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, I, in my mind's eye, that story's cool to play out.
That's
Think
good
about
stuff.
it. I can't. I'm stuck. Like that's a. I feel like we're gonna hear that on his comedy night when we go.
Yeah, it's very-
social
Yeah.
media in the Gospels. What if?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Oh, we're doing rapid fire, dude. You got me stuck, man.
Yeah,
Like that. That's really cool.
I stuck you guys.
There you go.
The favorite superhero.
Batman. I said Marvel earlier, but Batman. I love.
Yeah.
I
There
love
you
the
go.
bats.
There you go. Cool
Yeah.
deal. I like Batman.
I like Batman.
I've probably still got like a ton of Batman action figures somewhere in my house where I grew up. But yeah, Batman was definitely my superhero.
Wait, who
growing
are
up, too.
you? Who are you guys?
Who
Real
are-
quick, rapid
me?
fire back to you.
Man,
Your favorite superhero.
Thor.
He's a
Oh,
Thor
Thor's
guy.
solid.
I like Thor. I like Iron Man though.
You do?
Like I'm an Iron Man fan. I am.
Yeah. He gave his
Treachery.
life for many.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He really
Spoiler.
Whoa!
I
Did know
mean
you
to do
didn't,
that. I didn't
dude.
mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Delete that. Delete that.
did. No, hey, dude. No, we've mentioned this.
If
So
they've
here's our
not watched
view.
it by now,
Yes,
that's our
exactly.
view,
It's not
Yeah.
even showing in
It's your
certain
own
theaters
dumb
anymore.
fault.
It's almost to be on Netflix now. So yeah.
Get with the
exactly.
program, people.
Yeah, don't blame
It's on
us for your-
VHS soon.
Oh, that's good.
Oh man, this is good. Okay, back on track. Beach, BHS. I'm
like
sorry.
this.
Beach or mountains? Are you a beach guy or a mountains guy?
Mountains.
Yeah.
I can't swim. So.
There you go. Well, that's a good choice for you then. You can always go cliff jumping too.
Yeah.
Yeah, cliff jumping.
And I'll wait for you at the bottom.
The ocean.
Yes. Good deal. All right.
This is a weird one. I like it. Ice cream, hard or soft serve? I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know the difference in this one.
I've been on the soft serve lately.
Yeah. Soft serve.
Lately I've been soft serving. Yeah. Like
Good
a
deal.
good fluffy Dairy Queen cone.
Come on now. I want
Like
some ice cream.
Yeah.
Byron,
Soft serve lately, yeah.
Byron, it's
Froyo.
8:15.
Froyo.
Froyo.
Man,
a little
now-
healthy out here.
Paul, what are you talking about? How do you not know the difference between hard and soft serve?
I've never actually thought about it until right this very
You
second.
go to the store, you're buying hard serve ice cream. And am I wrong here?
And then
Byron,
soft-
help me
yeah,
out. Is
soft
this yeah?
serve
Soft
is-
serve is like the fluffy kind.
Yes.
It's usually either chocolate vanilla or swirl. That's
Yeah,
all you
and it
can
comes
get.
out of a dispenser.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
There you
and
go.
and it never works
it
at
comes-
McDonald's.
Yes.
A little lever.
A
Yeah.
lever.
At McDonald's, it's
Little
always
lever.
broken.
A lever.
Like you go there, sorry. our
Hard
ice cream
serve can
machine
be
is
made
out.
into a ball.
Yes. Come
And
on.
soft serve is like a cone. It's a mountain.
Thank you, Byron.
But it's the same ice cream.
Yeah, but it's hard or soft serve. You see here. Hard serve, you
So
got to
it's the
scoop.
texture.
Yes, it's the texture thing.
Text.
Bro, he was getting on me this morning because I
Yes,
said
bro.
I was covered in quilts, which I was.
Oh
But the fact
man,
that I
this
said
dude
quilts,
said quilts on the live stream this morning, Byron. I'm like, where'd you grow up?
and then
Quilts.
I happened to say algorithms like 2 seconds later, and
That's
he's
quilts.
like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "You." Anyway.
Yeah, who are you?
But I know I want, now that we've been talking to him, I know that I want right now a Philly steak and cheese, some cheese fries, and I want some ice cream. This is not a good day for me.
Come on.
In other words, I want all of it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of it. All of it. It's a good
Yes.
deal.
Next question, man.
All right, here we go. Are you a night owl or you are in the bed early type of person?
Night owl.
Night owl? My
Yes.
man.
High
Cool
five.
deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Night
getting
out.
old.
Night
Love
owl.
it.
I don't
trying-
like getting up early.
No, I don't either. I don't. I'm trying to break that habit. I'm trying to go to bed early myself. So, night owl. Paul, next question.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Rapid fire, and here we go. This is off the script a little bit that we had. Jessica Lemon asked, favorite place you go for your show? What's the favorite place you've been to for stand-up?
Utah, where the Drive Bar thing was really cool. Utah
Yeah.
is a beautiful state.
Yeah.
If you've never been,
Yes.
probably Washington. I got to go to Seattle, Washington, to some shows, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Beautiful state. I'd never been there before, so yeah, it was
Good
really
deal.
cool. Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, I'd love to go there. We should go there one day, Paul.
Yep.
My man. Okay, so we talked about you being a night owl. If you got to get up in the morning, you drinking coffee, you drinking tea, or neither?
In the morning?
Yeah.
Oh man, coffee probably.
Coffee,
if I
my
had to.
man.
But I don't like coffee. I like basically milkshakes with a coffee tang.
You have a little coffee with
So-
your cream? Are you that type of guy?
Yeah,
That's
I like
what-
foo coffee. The real coffee drinkers would call it foo coffee, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Man, you know-
Frappuccinos.
Dude, I was just about to say, Byron, you know I had my first frap
we
like
go.
a month ago. I was christened. Yeah,
And,
I had my first
you
one.
know, and how does it feel?
Man, I tell you,
feel
it's
much better, don't you?
it's quite awesome. It's quite amazing.
You have a glow about you.
I don't know how. Is that what it is? Did I
You have
seem
a glow
different?
about you. You've
It's
had
the
fraps,
frap,
man.
bro. It's the
Yeah.
frap. I knew it was something. They said something seems different about you. I had
It's
a
not
frap.
a frappe.
I had a frap.
Yeah,
Frap.
yeah.
We're
You
not in
don't
French.
notice anything different about me?
France.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, here we go. I'm going to say barbecue. You're going to say vinegar or ketchup.
Yeah. But he's from Michigan, man.
I
Aren't
know.
you from Michigan? Aren't you? Or you from
It
up
might be
north?
from-
I'm
completely
from
different.
Detroit. Yeah,
Detroit.
So I didn't have good barbecue until I went to Oklahoma. So Oklahoma got me hooked on
Yes.
barbecue.
Yeah.
What is
They
what is
can
it out
do
there? Is it vinegar based or ketchup based
it's-
or mustard?
I don't even know. It's
Yeah.
on grills.
See there you
They-
go.
Yeah.
They cook it on grills.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked this, because this is a big deal down here, Byron. You're coming to Carolina, strap yourself in, man, because
So I need to know this
yes.
stuff.
Well,
What are you guys? Vinegar? I didn't even
It's-
know that there was a based thing.
Yeah.
come on.
Oh,
yes,
we're gonna
absolutely.
hook
We're
you
gonna.
up.
Yes, bro.
Beyond Limits Eats does barbecue when he's here.
Come on, bro. So we do a little series
Yeah.
called Beyond
Meat
Limits
Friday.
Eats.
Meat
Yes, and it's really is an all of it kind of deal, man. Because there's a lot that goes into good barbecue, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I'm
but
excited.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I have friends from up north too, man. Like I got one in particular is from New York, And when he talked, so the question we really had for you was, what do you consider barbecue to be? Because that's this particular friend. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? Barbecue's when you just get the grill out, man, and we're barbecuing. Like, we got burgers and dogs and all that. I'm like, no, bro. No. There ain't no burgers and dogs in barbecue. It's a pig, it's a hog, it's open faced, man, and it's spread out, and you got it on a roaster for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's what barbecue is. But to answer your question, we're vinegar down here in Eastern Carolina. We chop up the barbecue, chop up the pork, and put some vinegar up in there. So there you go. You'll be at least somewhat prepared when you come down here.
I need some barbecue now.
There you do.
Some
you
ribs.
Yeah.
Ribs.
This seems to be a common theme in this show.
Yeah, we're getting each other hungry.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
We're gonna have to go eat at like 9 in the morning. We're gonna have to go eat. This is
We're gonna end the podcast here soon, Byron, and I'm gonna go sit down at some restaurant, order breakfast. And what do you want? I'm gonna say all of it, just because you.
Yeah.
That's gonna be because of you. Give me all of it. Give me all the bacon you have. There you go. All right.
All the bacon you have. I see that Parks and Rec reference.
Give me all of it.
Give me all of it, baby.
Yes. All right. Skittles or M&Ms?
M&Ms.
Byron.
Peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh.
peanut
Yeah.
butter.
Man
oh,
knows what he
butter
likes.
M&Ms.
Peanut butter M&Ms.
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. We don't play with M&Ms.
That's what I'm talking about.
In all-time favorite TV show.
The Office.
The Office.
Easy.
Very good.
Easy.
Very
The
good.
Office.
Yes.
I
Just
love
got a
it.
Dunder Mifflin shirt last night. at
Did
Target.
you really?
$8. Yes.
What better time to ask you that question? He just got a Dunder
I should have
Mifflin
wore
shirt.
it. I should have wore it.
Yeah. Steve Carell, dude, I think I've seen The Office. I think I'm on because it's on Netflix, and I think I've watched it maybe 4 times. I'm on like my
Through?
4th time through, yeah. And it's just because it's each individual. You don't have to watch a previous episode typically. You can just pick up and watch season 4, episode 5.
Yeah.
And you're just as much gonna find it funny as anything, you know.
Yeah. The
You're locked
Office.
in.
The Office is
Love
great.
that show.
That is
Love
funny.
it.
That is a good.
That,
That's a good
the
answer.
finale still wrecks me too every time.
Yeah.
Really?
When he takes off
It's a
the
good-
mic and he's walking away and you can't hear him anymore, that's like a sad time.
Yeah.
I hate that.
It is.
Yeah.
And Pam goes, "There's beauty in ordinary things." Isn't that the point?
Yeah.
I think I need a minute now.
I might have to watch it.
I might have to cry on your shoulder. That's a sad moment. They were on for like 7, 8 seasons.
I wish there was a way to know we were in the good old days before we actually left them. Come on, guys, we're in the good old days.
Paul, what are you doing?
Go
Oh,
get some
man.
barbecue today and enjoy the good old days.
Get you some barbecue.
We're living in them. We're living in them.
So what I'm getting so far from this podcast is I need to go watch The Office, soft serve ice cream, and barbecue.
Yeah.
It's all happening
I'm excited
today.
about
That's what I'm
all
talking
today.
about. Good deal. All right, so here we go. We've already asked you favorite sport and coolest state you've been to. You said Seattle, Washington, did you not? Or Washington?
Yeah, that was a cool one, Seattle. And then the Californias and stuff are always really fun too.
Good deal.
Yeah.
So here's the one
Now
we
that
haven't
I'm
asked
in
you.
Michigan, I'm gonna just stay in the warm states all winter. That's
There
what
you go. Yeah, y'all got rough winters up there, don't you?
No. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm gonna be a working snowbird. That's my plan.
Well, you know how we are down
January
here.
to March.
Yeah, we get 1 inch of snow, and it's like
Shut
we-
it
like
down.
everything.
freaks out.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. And give me all
Putting up
the
houses.
yeah, and Food Line, give me all the bread you have right now, all the bread and milk you have, and then the snow's off the ground in like a day. So yeah,
It sounds like there is an eagle's nest somewhere near you.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah, I told you we were going for the Augusta National.
That's what I'm talking about.
Number
Yeah.
20,
Yeah, last one.
favorite song.
Wow, favorite song?
Yeah, we
I
went
know.
hard on this one.
Yeah,
man.
that was one. Yeah, we're getting your mind going this morning.
Man.
It's unfair. We know.
Well, I can tell you my favorite artist as of late, and so
Yes.
I guess that can lead to the favorite song.
Yes.
I've been jamming on Stevie Wonder lately.
oh man.
Stevie Wonder, man.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Yeah, and so and he's got several good ones, but you know, My Wish, Superstitious, Sir Duke. We've
Whoa.
been jamming to all of those in my house lately.
You classy man, you. Look at you.
I feel
Stevie
like y'all
Wonder.
are gonna be
I
like
love
BFFs.
Stevie's the man.
That's
Stevie's
what
the
I'm
man.
talking about. Yes.
Stevie. Boogie on Reggae Woman. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about, man.
For the City. Guys, come on now.
Yes.
Get you a Motown playlist today while you're eating those ribs, watching The Office, eating soft serve ice cream, and
We got to be able to pick that up in Best Buy.
Drinking Mountain Dew Pop.
Pop! Oh, man. Pop.
Okay, so
Hey, you step aside, Quilts. I don't want to hear anything out of you.
Yeah, with the quilt. You guys come up with a quilt.
Mr. Quilts.
Mr. Quilts.
Amber Grooms, who is on our Facebook live stream, if you're listening on the podcast, says, hey, you guys are the best. You're brightening my day. Donna Crabtree on the live stream says he is worthy. Chris Tomlin. Dude, the feedback, which you're going to be able to go and check here in a little bit, is
Should I
awesome.
have said a Christian song?
No, we wanted it it was
Not
genuine.
one of my answers was anything Christian. These
No,
poor
no,
people
but
are going to be like, this guy's a fraud.
No, absolutely
My
not. No.
favorite song for sure is Good, Good Father. I love that song.
Yes, that is a good one.
There we go.
That
I
is
got my
definitely
points.
one. I like that because that is definitely one you can like just kind of hum to yourself throughout the day in your car while you're at work. You know what I mean? That's some good stuff. I like Good, Good Father too.
What's happening in your background?
Well, yeah, are you
Is
about
that-
to be
Yeah,
invaded?
I-
9:49, Landon.
Yeah, there's a plane. Listen, I told you guys we're in the middle of the journey right now. So
Yes.
I'm at my in-laws' house. Kids are inside sleeping. I gotta find quiet places to talk to you guys.
Hey, listen, I love this. So if you're on the podcast, you're listening to a third person. This is Byron Trimble. He is a comedian, and he is on tour. He's venturing over to Eastern North Carolina, which is where his tour is going to take him. And it is hilarious. His last video that he posted has 1.2 million views already out the gate. I mean, it's huge. So, Byron, one, thanks for being with us. This isn't the end. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for doing those 20 almost rapid-fire questions. But if somebody wants to watch your show and follow you, how do they do that? How do they find you on social media?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, the Gram, and Twitter. On my name, at Byron Trimble, BYRONTRIMBLE. We have a lot of fun on there. Also on YouTube, I try to post a new video every week, but we've been moving lately, so I've been slacking some. And then my website's byrontrimble.com, and there you can, on all those, you can watch all the videos you want. You can follow along, kind of on a day-to-day basis with me and my family, and we'll walk through different things. Like last night, we were at Target and trying to figure out what amount of overweightness does a man have to be to wear a shirt at the pool. And so we break down.
I struggle with that, but nobody talks about it. That's
Yes.
awesome.
We're breaking down the deep topics of life there on my social media. And
Yes.
So, yeah. So that's it. Those things.
There you go. There you go. Too easy in this realm of social media today not to be able to see just how funny this man is, and he is very funny. Very funny indeed.
And that was the topic for today was, can Christianity be cool? Can Christians be cool? Is that even a thing or not? And we were kind of revolving today's show around it, and it just so happened that you were coming on today's show, and it was perfect.
Yeah, no better time.
That was happening.
Absolutely.
Because this is cool.
Yeah.
You know, I think that it's time that as Christians we stop defining what's cool by what we see on.
Yeah, I flicked something. Don't you worry about it.
it was just off screen.
Yeah.
But Corey was he was doing something with a pen, and
It was my
just
Starbucks
launched.
stopper. Whatever.
It just launched all the
I
way
just saw
across
both
the
of your
room.
eyes.
It almost hit new guy Josh over there. But we stopped defining cool by whatever the current world trend is, and we just do cool and make cool ourselves and take ownership of cool. You know, it don't have to be these other things, and it's modern, it's relevant, it is up to date, just like your comedy is. And at the end of the day, you're a Christ follower, so your testimony is Jesus Christ. That's the gospel. And then people are like, wait, he made me laugh though.
Yeah.
How did he do that? He's a Christian and he made me laugh, and that's because we're resetting the bar
Yeah.
It needs to be that way. And you referenced it earlier with Christian music and with in comedy. In your case, is that it doesn't have to. Okay, well, I'm at church. It's going to be here we go. It's dull, boring. If that's the way it is, reevaluate the New Testament and how you interpreted it, because these guys were off the cuff. I mean, they were going into these countries. I mean, like you said earlier, imagine Jesus. He shows up and feeds 5,000 people. I mean, people, if they had social media, that's getting tweeted out.
Yeah.
You know, that's going out in that place. You know, so I don't know. What do you think about that as far as the cool factor?
Yeah, I guess for me, I kind of associate it with just being really accessible. And how you can make the gospel really accessible.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, cool is subjective, and to a person who just hates everything about what we do, probably nothing we do will be cool to them.
Yeah.
But just at least find some way to share love with them, because especially now, that is one thing in our culture right now that is cool, is love and and making sure people feel respected and appreciated and valued and loved and everything. And so for me, it's kind of just about how it's wrapped up in a cool, fun thing. But I don't ever really think about, man, how can I be cool? It's just, how can I make what my message is accessible, and how can it be something that people can lock in with and identify with? And a lot of times it leads me down paths, because I'm younger and whatever else, and just my creative slant, it leads me down paths that are more relevant and whatever. So I do a lot of music, and so it might lead me into a parody of a Bruno Mars song, which just so happens to be cool because he's one of the top artists in the world right now, and whatever else. And so so for me, it's just about how do you get your message across to people, and how do you make something land? How do you make it stick with people, and in a way like we talked about a little earlier, in a way that's not just going to reach a very small niche of the world, which is people who are churched.
Yeah.
It's how can this reach a whole bunch of people, because church people need to laugh, non-church people need to laugh, saved people need to laugh, pagans need to laugh, and then once you kind of have that you can really let God speak through you, and in ways they probably never would have listened before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, man, so one of the things that really just became really obvious, and it kind of goes along with what you guys were saying, and it's kind of the platform that we built the whole thing on, the whole comedy thing, is what just became really obvious to me up front, and how I started this, and the need for it. It wasn't just, oh, I want to go be funny, and cool, I can make some money doing that. It wasn't that. Those were cool things that kind of helped encourage it to become a career. But from the get-go, it was, man, the Bible references joy an awful lot.
Yes.
And the Bible talks about, like, that's a big deal. And if we really believe all this stuff, like, let's just get real. Like, our faith, there's some what some would say some far-fetched stuff. Like, it's faith. Like, you got to have faith in it. And we're believing in this eternal home and all these, and we're believing that we won, and we're believing that and that Jesus paid the sacrifice and he won for us. And so if we really believe this stuff, we should be the happiest people on the planet.
Whoa.
But we're not known for that. Yeah. And so me and a worship leader buddy, his name's Michael Boggs. I don't know if you guys know Michael Boggs. But he's been super supportive in all this, and he told me something from the very get-go. He said, man, this is great. What you're doing is important, because we as the church do serious really well, but we don't do fun well.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of where it all got built on, of helping us do fun well and helping us do joy well, and helping us find that and realizing, hey, listen, this life, convictions are cool, and staying in the guidelines of Scripture and all that is cool, but you know what else that God wants for you? That is to live an abundant, happy, joyful life following him. Paul was singing and worshiping in jail. So he found joy in the worst of situations. So if you can't come to a comedy show and find some joy, as a Christian, then, that's that. So I got on my soapbox a little.
No,
bit.
man.
I'm sorry.
Don't you apologize.
That might be the best 2 minutes that we've had in a year and a half of show.
No,
right
man,
there.
that was outstanding.
I love that
Byron.
answer.
Yeah, man, because that's what Beyond Limits is all about. Our big thing is positivity. Like we're not condemning, we're not accusing. It's all about positive. We don't talk about anything negative on this show or this podcast. And man, great answer, dude. Yes, that's what I'm talking
except for
about.
that one time that I smelled really bad.
Well, I didn't know. When did you smell
I don't know, I
bad?
smelled bad, and it was kind of negative. He was like, "Dude, you smell bad," and I don't know what. I think it was.
I
don't know if
did
it
not.
was old shirt. It's been some time, and I edited it out.
Don't
but-
listen
so I
to
guess
him,
it
Byron. He doesn't know. I didn't. Did I really say you smelled bad on air?
It was edited out.
Okay, good.
It was in the.
You can't edit this out.
I think you guys smell great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys smell great.
Thank you.
Gosh, man, isn't he just
I
the
love this
coolest dude,
I can't
man?
wait to get him on, dude.
Can't wait to
So-
meet him.
I'm all,
Have some
I'm here
barbecue
for
with
you
him.
guys. I'm here for you guys.
I can't wait to have barbecue and watch The Office with you, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good time. I'm looking for him coming. The 28th of June. Yeah, we are in June, not July. The 28th of June, he is going to be at First Free Will Baptist Church in Washington, North Carolina. And, hey, we're giving away, if you're on the Facebook live stream, or if not, you can find us and enter just as well. We're giving away 2 sets of 2 tickets. So if you and your husband or you and your wife would like to go, or you want to take a significant other with you, all you have to do is like First Free Will Baptist Facebook page. You'll find them at FFWB Washington, and then share this video and comment under this video, done, D-O-N-E. That just lets us know that you did both those 2 things. We'll verify that, and you'll be entered to win in a drawing on Friday some free tickets to go see Byron
Yes.
it's not concert,
In
tour,
the flesh.
on tour.
In the flesh.
Yeah.
Come on.
The UOK tour.
Yeah, the UOK
The
tour.
UOK tour.
That's what I'm talking about,
Yes.
man.
I love that.
Yes,
It's
dude.
funny.
UOK.
You know who? This is a random question. Do you know who Chris Pratt is? The movie.
Yeah,
The movie.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Chris Pratt. Well known.
I even know that his Twitter handle was Pratt. So I know Chris Pratt.
Wow.
Did you know that, Paul?
I did not know that.
Well,
And
yeah,
he just
there
got
you go.
married last week. So
There you
listen,
go.
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Pratt.
So Chris Pratt is a Christ follower, and it stunned people. It stunned
I
people
remember
because
this.
we're talking about the cool factor when he gets up on stage to accept an award in front of a national audience. And I have his transcript with me, and I'm not going to read it all, but he gave these kids. It was to a teenage audience. He gave these kids 10 points. Now this is Chris Pratt. Okay, Avengers. One of the bigger characters in Avengers, not just he's
Yeah.
significant.
You said you were a Marvel guy, Byron.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's one of the biggest stars in the world.
Yeah.
He gives these list of 10 things that for these teenagers. You want a successful life, kids, this is what you do. And somebody of his stature to say this as a Christ follower in front of this audience and say, I don't care what the world thinks, I care what God thinks, is awesome. Number 1, breathe. If you don't, you'll suffocate. So right there, he's funny right out the gate. And then it goes, number 2, this is where he starts to hit it. You have a soul. Be careful with it. Okay, we're going to skip number 3. I mean, they're funny, but for time, we're going to skip 3 and 4. Number 5, it doesn't matter what it is, earn it. A good deed. Reach out to someone in pain. Be of service. It feels good, and it's good for your soul. And then number 6, God is real. God loves you. God wants the best for you. Believe that. I do. And then number 8, learn to pray. It's easy, and it's so good for your soul. And then number 9, it was a list of 9. No, and this is huge. Nobody is perfect. People are going to tell you, you're perfect just the way you are. You're not. You are imperfect. You always will be. But there is a powerful force that designed you, and if you're willing to accept that, you will have grace. And grace is a gift. And like the freedom that we enjoy, and this is huge because a lot of people would generalize, yeah, God exists, and they don't want to hammer it down specifically. He goes, and like the freedom that we enjoy in this country, that gift or that grace was paid for with somebody else's blood. Don't you forget it. Don't take it for granted. God bless you, and then please get home safely.
Man.
I mean, that is huge on a national platform.
I remember
to say that.
when that came out. Was it a couple years ago?
Probably a year and
about
a half
a year
now.
ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It's been a little bit. But man, talk about being bold, man. That's just being bold in the faith. That's some good stuff right there, man. And it just like you're doing it and you're doing it yourself, Byron. Like it's so cool to be able to see what you're doing with comedy and doing it on the platform you're doing it. I mean, you're reaching millions of people. That's one thing we really love. We love it when we see people doing stuff like that. And Chris Pratt's funny, and you're funny, and I just love it when you can have those things because, like we're talking about, it's cool to be a Christian. And I know we don't want to get wrapped up in that word "cool," but there's living proof of it. Like this is what you can do, and one of the more important things is you're being appealing. Like if there's some non-believers out there, they're looking at you. They're looking at people like Chris Pratt. I don't know if people happen to listen to our podcast or they jump on social media and watch us live streaming on Facebook. They're curious, and people being curious about a good thing like being a Christ follower. That's gold, man.
Yeah,
and I love it, dude.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff right there.
Full-time comedy, man. What is that like for you?
Yeah, you gotta be.
I mean, you are a full-time comedian. What does a tour look? Are you on the road much? Just what does full-time comedy look like for you?
Well, in many ways, I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah.
This is like I said, this is very new, and we are living and learning every single day.
Yeah.
But it just means that. Now all of my bills are paid with comedy. I guess that's what being full-time comedy means. And so it's incredibly faith building. So like when I got off staff at Rejoice, and Casey Carricker and the team there, like I can't say enough about them. Wonderful friends and people. We had prayed through this for a while and fasted and stuff, and we got to a point in January where we were praying and fasting, and him as well, and Ryan Golightly and those guys, and we hit a point where we're like, hey, you're traveling a lot, you're full, your calendar's pretty full, I think. And he comes. My plan was to just pull away slowly, like again, I want to be audacious, but I don't want to be reckless. And so I was going to pull away slowly, go down from 40 hours to 30 hours to 20 hours to 10 hours, whatever else. And he was the one that came in and said, I think you just need to go for it. I think it's time to cut you loose and go for it and fly. And so I joke with him. I say, hey, listen, you're either going to be a hero in my story or you're going to be the guy that fired me. Started my AA meetings. And so he doesn't like that joke. But they did, man. We just kind of had that moment. We said, I think it's just time to go. I think it's an obedience point issue at this point. Like this is what God's telling you to do. You just need to go for it. Yeah. And so we got prepared for it, and it's the time now to do it. And even then, since January of faith and build up and praying and whatever, it's still when you jump. And anyone listening out here, like when you jump,
oh boy,
for whatever God's telling you to do, it's gonna be scary. Like it just is. And I'll just be honest with you. I wish I could tell you that I just hit it like a rock star Christian. My first 4 days, I freaked out.
Yeah,
I did. I freaked out. I was grouchy. I was irritable. My wife was trying to encourage me, be excited. She got me a bunch of Dunder Mifflin donuts.
What is the
World's Best Boss? Like World's Best Boss stuff. Like, trying to just be like, dude, you're doing it. You're living. This is what you prayed for. And how often do we do that? We get what we prayed for, and we still doubt.
Yes,
and
man.
So, first 3 4 I was freaking out.
Yeah.
And like for some reason the calendar like dried up. And it was crazy. Like there wasn't a whole lot. And
yeah.
So I started praying and fast. I went on a 2-week water only fast. I think it's against fasting rules to talk about it, but oh well.
Yeah, you're losing those rewards. Just whatever.
Yeah. But it was like a 2-week water only fast. Cause like it was like I was freaking out because I knew I was trusting myself, my own abilities, my own. I got to get up and email 25 people every morning to get a whatever. And then at some point I just like, listen, and I read the verse that said, the one who called you is faithful and he will do it.
Yes.
The one who called you is faithful and he will do it.
Byron,
you won't do it. He will do it.
Dude.
And so that's just where I was like, all right, God, listen, you did this. Like, it was me and a council of godly men that made this decision to make this jump. It wasn't reckless. It wasn't not thought out. So, Lord, you're going to do it. And so I just completely tried. It was like a weight off of me. And guys, I promise you, that week they released the Dry Bar special. It goes crazy. People start calling me from that. And my summer starts filling up. And now next thing you look, it's just like faith. Like, it's still going to take faith. Like, I'm not looking at the next 2-3 years of my life going, we're good. Let's go. Yeah. But the next month or 2 or 3, we're good. Let's go.
Yeah.
and so that's faith, and that's what life is. It's not following God it's like headlights in a dark night. You know, you're going to see only what's kind of right in front of you. You're not going to see all the way down the road. And so that's what it's like to be a full-time comedian. It's just trusting God with your calling and with your faith. And,
perfect.
And trusting Him with it. Trusting Him with it because it's Him. Him. And then at the end of the day, when it goes, and however much success I have with this, I'll be honestly able to look back and do a podcast with you guys in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, when you guys are, you know, on a national platform. Billions of people.
Billions?
Say, you know what?
I don't think you understand how many people are in the world.
And here's the thing.
Billions. 12 billion.
We're going to be on with 12 billion people.
Every single human will be turning in at 7:30 Eastern Time.
12 billion.
Beyond Limits podcast.
We're going to be reaching another planet. It's 12 billion people.
Things have gone incredibly wrong if that has taken
12
place.
billion. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Nah, man, but you know something, Byron? Man, God bless you, dude, because that leads me, you just talked about, you said full-time comedian in the midst of all that inspirational stuff that you just said. And it leads me to an important thing. You're a minister. And you're a pastor as well. And you were that before you were a comedian, right? I mean, you said you've always been a comedian all your life, but you are a minister of sorts. I mean, you're helping, you know, show people what it means to be a Christian. And it's just so great that you identify with that. And wow, what an inspirational message. I got goosebumps, man. I'm about to move some furniture around in here, Byron. I'm about to move some furniture around, bro. You better chill.
We're going to be getting our own place here in a few months, and you can come move it with us.
Yes, there you go. Oh, that's so good. Hey, good stuff, man.
I'm going to tell you a secret about Byron.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? This live stream that that you on Facebook Live and on all the podcasts that you can hear us from right now, this live stream began from Byron.
Yeah.
Now, I'm about to blow your mind.
Come on.
I didn't know anything. We use software called Ecamm, and I didn't know anything about Ecamm. And we didn't make this link until yesterday.
Right.
I didn't understand. But when he worked for Rejoice Church, that's when we started setting it up. And I knew that Rejoice Church, through We Start Churches, connecting the dots is crazy, used live streaming software that we wanted.
Yes.
And I said, Casey, the head guy of We Start Churches and Rejoice Church, head lead pastor, I said, Casey, man, y'all are running Ecamm, and it is awesome. How do you do that? He goes, let me put you in touch with my guy. Byron. And we talked on the phone, but I never met him until yesterday. He goes, hey, I think we talked. And it was like at the end, like a year ago now. I said, that was you? Yeah, so the live stream you're looking at now is a direct reason to this. I don't even know how to point to. Oh, you're over here. A direct reason to this guy right here.
Byron, you talked to this dude on the phone a year and a half ago, and you're still.
And now look at it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about.
So thanks for that, dude. That's like, look at it.
Yeah.
So,
that is so cool. God works in mysterious ways,
glad
bro.
to help. Glad to help.
You are helping. You are the man, dude. But, man, what a great podcast. What a great show it's been. Dude, you've truly inspired. We've been looking at the comments, man, and people are really taking inspiration from you coming on. I mean, we can't wait to see you June 28th, man. It's gonna be cool. We gotta get a care package together for him. We gotta get like what do you mean when you said your wife got you a quilt?
In my care package. I want a quilt.
Yes.
Listen,
made by you. You have 2 weeks. Get out.
Well, the only person who makes quilts are named Dolores, I feel.
Dolores?
So I've got to find me a Dolores, and I've got to make sure that she makes you a quilt. And yes,
and she's got to have glasses she's got to have
ministry making quilt.
And she has eyeglasses that spectacles that sit right on the edge of her nose.
That's right.
Yes, and she's got got her feet propped
And she
up.
still looks like she still smells like the casserole she made that morning.
Yes.
I can't,
Dolores.
I can't take this anymore. I've got to leave.
Come on,
Someone
Dolores.
understands.
Yeah,
Yes.
whatever. I had 7 quilts on me this morning when
Her
I woke
Bible's
up.
in one of those old Bible briefcases they used to have. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yes.
got her name embroidered on it.
Quilt making.
Yeah, Dolores.
Yes.
That's a
One
good
word. She don't have a
solid
last
name.
name. She's like Beyonce, Dolores.
Yes.
You know, you know exactly who you're talking about when you say Dolores.
Yeah, everybody in church knows her because she dictates what the current temperature in the church is.
Yes.
Why is it 84 degrees in here? And everybody just looks at Dolores, you know. So she also quilts.
There you
so,
go.
Anyways, so, dude, it has been awesome.
Yeah,
awesome
man.
having you up here. And I have tagged on purpose. I have tagged Skydive Little Washington.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, because I really want to make that happen when you're here. If
Oh,
you're open
man,
to it,
let's do it.
you're going to be on tour in Little Washington, and Skydive Little Washington is in fact from Little Washington. So I happen to know the owner of it.
Yes.
I know that, you know.
We need content. It's
So
all about content. in the
Live
social media
streaming
age.
a skydive in 2 weeks. I wonder if we can make that happen. I'm looking forward to it. And I don't know, Corey is adamant he's not going to do it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe he can go up in the plane with us and
be waiting.
We'll
and
peer
watch us.
pressure him.
Press, I'll be waiting. I'll be.
Gotta chant his name a bunch of times in this culture, and he'll do it.
I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting on the bottom safely with quilts and barbecue for you.
Catch me in Dolores' quilt.
On the quilt.
Yes.
I like it.
Man,
Let's
that's
do
going to
it.
be awesome. But thanks, dude. Thank
Yes,
you for
man.
joining us today on
Yeah,
the
man.
podcast.
Yeah.
hanging
Is that
out
it?
with
We're
us.
done? That was
yeah,
fun.
it was
Yeah,
good. It was easy.
quick, painless.
I learned all about North Carolina and your state birds, the cardinal,
Yeah.
your state flowers, the dogwood angel flower or something like that. Dogwood. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
I
dogwood.
learned all about North Carolina. I'm a Duke fan. I was ready to go in on some Tar Heels.
Hey,
I was
now.
ready,
We
man.
can't hear you. We couldn't hear. I don't know. I don't know. It just censored out. It was so crazy. You said you're a what fan?
Oh, so,
I'm a Duke fan. The
Every-
first words
I don't
my
know what's
kids learn how to
happening.
spell is Krzyzewski.
Oh,
It's the rule. Before they spell their own name, they spell Krzyzewski.
but
Yes.
we thought you were a Christian.
Yeah.
That don't.
so,
And
Here we
just
go.
like
Hey.
that.
that
we
right
are
there.
Christian.
Yeah.
We're
Get
we
people
believe in
riled
Mount
up up
Zion.
in here.
Mount Zion Williamson, baby.
No. There's, dear Lord, please be
Oh,
with
that-
Byron and his new his decisions that he's making right now in life choices.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
actually, wait, do I have time to tell you the funny story?
Yes,
about
you
Duke
do.
basketball?
Absolutely.
Okay. Here's how I became a Duke fan, because I'm from Michigan.
Yeah.
But I was born in Washington, North Carolina. I was born in Smithfield, North Carolina.
Oh,
So
wow.
I lived the first 2 years of my life in Smithfield. My dad was a pastor there, and North Carolina, you people are just obnoxious
You
about
people.
the Tar.
Yeah.
What you mean, you
And
people?
the way the story goes is you all were just driving my dad, an Ohio boy, crazy with these Tar Heels. He didn't know anything. And so he looked around one day to some teenagers in the youth group and he said, "Who do you guys hate the most?" And they said, "Duke." And he said, "That's my team." And that's how our family became Duke fans, mostly out of spite for Tar Heels. And we've been riding with the Dukies ever since.
The Dukies. My man.
I mean, all we can do is pray about that at
See,
this point.
but you
There's
know,
not really
I've
much
been
we can-
different, I guess. But I'm gonna pull for Carolina before because I don't follow basketball that much. But it doesn't matter. Regardless, Byron, we're gonna arrange protection for you when you come down here, and we'll be shielding you. We're gonna have you. You know, you're gonna be a delegate for us, and we're gonna take care of you.
New guy
So,
Josh is a
all you
Duke
Carolina
fan.
fans, you step off. Byron's safe. He's safe here.
Comments, yeah. We probably just lost anyone who was on the fence about coming to the show.
No,
just
no,
jumped off.
that definitely
Jumped
didn't
off.
happen. But there were some people that were like, "Boo!" on the comment section.
Yeah. I mean, the comment section right now is turning into like,
Yeah.
like they're fighting. They're
Yeah.
fighting right now. And I hate to see our
They're
family like that.
There's
but
some.
it
You
is.
got some Duke fans that are supporting you too, so you good to go.
Yeah, and our two
There we go.
guys that help us out over there, new guy Josh and Jared. We got to get a cool catch name for you. Both of them are Duke fans. So,
Yeah. There you go.
I
You're
don't
in
know
good company.
what the direction
New
of the show
guy
looks
Josh
like.
and Jared.
Yeah.
That's his name. Jared.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jared.
New guy Josh and Jared.
We got to get
Okay.
a nickname for Jared.
Jared.
Maybe when I come, we'll come up with one for Jared.
We'll dub 'em.
We got 2 weeks.
I dub
It'll
you.
be good.
Something Jared.
But
There
yeah,
you
hey
go.
dude, thank you. Seriously, thank you for being
Yeah,
on with us this morning. The podcast, don't go anywhere because we finish out the live stream after this. If you're listening on the podcast, then join us on Facebook Live. You can do that by finding us at Beyond Limits on Facebook. If you want to hear Byron on tour, then find him. Find him on Facebook. They can find you how?
All my sorry.
Yeah.
All my social media is Byron Trimble at Byron Trimble. So it's all the same across the board. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I even have a Snappy chat, although I don't get on there very much. And YouTube and my website www.byrontrimble.com.
There you go.
So find him, find his tour. If you're one of the ones that's not in North Carolina, find out when he's coming close to you and hit his tour. If you are in Eastern North Carolina, then June 28th, you have got to be at First Free Will Baptist Church in Washington, North Carolina, because it is awesome. There's a reason that 1.2 million people watched this last video. It's because it's good.
Yes.
It's awesome stuff. So there you go.
And the UK Man tour goes through the summer. And there are some open dates in July and August if your church would like to get in on some of the fun. So
There you go.
there's a shameless plug. It's my full-time job now, so I have to do shameless
Absolutely,
plugs.
I love it. I think it's great, and I don't know, maybe a Beyond Limits tour with him where we meet up from time to time.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Heck yeah.
Hey!
It would be. You know it would be.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Talking about
hey,
big
you
things.
guys are my boys, okay? So we'll do whatever we gotta do.
You know what? You're
Yes.
not here, so we're gonna
Have a
hug the
friend.
mic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, we're a team.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're a team.
Dude, people
That's
love
what
that.
I'm
Look
talking
at all the
about.
hearts right now.
Yes.
Thanks for being with us. Don't go anywhere. We're going to hang on tight for the live stream. If you're on the podcast, we hope you have a great Wednesday. It is cool to be a Christian. We are redefining what cool is. You thought you knew. You didn't, because
right.
Christianity, man, there ain't nothing like it. There ain't nothing like our Jesus. So we're going to see you on Friday.
Yes, we
We
will.
love you guys. If you're hanging with us on the live stream, then hang on tight. This is our outro.
Okay, that was okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I said it was. If I hit on what the message of the podcast is enough. Is it cool to be a Christian?
You definitely did. Hey, we're back.
I
We are, in fact, back.
We are. And yes, you did. To answer your question, you did hit it, man. Not only did you hit it out of the park, my man. You just have to be you to show people it's cool to be a Christian. Oh, look at that.
I like that
I
sound.
can't never make that little, I can't do that.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there.
How is
How
he
do you
doing
do
it? Can you
that?
do that one more time?
You guys
the
can't
world?
make that noise?
Not like without trying really hard.
Oh yeah, it's just.
Oh, there you go. Well, hey, you're just so talented, man. I can't.
You're funny, and you can make
Yes.
the
You're
going
funny.
to the park
That's
sound.
15 minutes of my show right there.
Hey, we're gonna be with you in Washington, and I'm excited about that. But
Yes.
you're gonna hear Corey in the back, in the middle of your act. He'll be like, "Hey, make the clicking sound.
Make
That
it-
is so funny."
Make that sound, man. Yeah, dude.
That's all you have to do to entertain us. Just make that sound.
Man, so much to be done when you get down here, man. We got a whole bunch of little
We
goodies
do.
planned, man, and we got a couple
We
weeks
do.
left to do it too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And you're going to be coming to the Dub, the original Washington. And I didn't know. So you were born in North Carolina. That's cool. That's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I lived there until I was about 2-3 years old.
Yeah. So don't remember much of it. Had you come back any since you moved away, or will this be the first time in a while?
We lived in Dunn, North Carolina. So I was born in Smithville, but then we lived in Dunn, North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Dunn.
Yes.
So we've been back a couple times to see some dear friends that live there.
Oh, you got
Again,
dear friends?
I don't know them very well, but they were wonderful to my parents when they were young with 3
Yeah.
little boys. And so we have seen them a couple times, but I've not been back to Washington, North Carolina since. And so it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, North Carolina is a great state.
Yeah.
It really
I'll
is.
be in Gastonia the night before.
Yes,
Gastonia.
Yeah.
With our friends out there. Also
Yeah.
called First Free Will Baptist Church.
There
Not
you
to
go.
be
I feel like
confused
every
with First
Free
Free
Will
Will
Baptist Church is called First.
First, yeah.
Which, how can that be?
There's
should
a
have a
lot of it
competition.
down here. There's a lot of that down here, especially. Is it like that up in Michigan and Oklahoma when you're there and all that?
Yeah.
A lot of still First. They still say First.
Rejoice's real name is First Free Will Baptist Church of Owasso.
Really? Owasso.
I think we should have like a nationwide competition.
Yeah.
Okay, time to decide.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Time to decide.
Nationwide. Yes. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're excited to have you down here, man. Man, June 28th.
Sorry, you broke up for a second. If you asked me a question, I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you broke it. We didn't. We were just rambling, but nah, man. June 28th. We can't get here soon enough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. You excited, man?
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
That's what I'm talking about.
I am. The tour is gonna be great, and then adding on to it, we go home for July 4th, and then adding on some more dates in July, August, and it's just super fun. I pinch myself all the time that this is my life now. And
yeah.
the same thing I used to get whoopings for, people now ask me to come do.
Yeah, seriously,
and
yes.
It's just the weirdest thing, but God's funny like that. And
yeah.
And it's cool. Just when God is heading of your life, like His dreams are better than our dreams. That verse, His ways are better than our ways. Like if I had it my way, I would be following around professional athletes, asking them the same question every night.
Yeah.
And they would be giving me the same cliche answers they give everybody every night. If my dream would work, that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
And you follow God, and this is just way better. Way better.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Definitely in agreement with you there,
Well,
Paul.
I'm super excited to come see you all in North Carolina.
You better believe it, man. North Carolina. No, man, because me and Paul are in the same boat. This guy over here, not too long ago, March of last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It was actually a little bit before that. February-ish.
End of February.
End of February, yeah. We start making daily devotional vlogs for his youth group, and it goes, somewhat viral. And now, next thing you know, we have you on a podcast about a year and a half later, and we're just the same way. We're just kind of like, wow, what in the world?
Yeah.
It really does pay to let God direct your footsteps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then hang on. Hang on.
Yeah.
And watch him go to work.
The
And
analogy.
you guys too.
Yeah.
You guys are.
That's
real
crazy,
cool to see
man.
how God's growing what you're doing.
Thank you, man.
The analogy you used was perfect. You were like, it's like headlights. You see but so far, and that's the point. You're not supposed to see where it ends up. God's going to direct where you end up. But you see, and that was huge. Like that was a part of the 2 best minutes I think we've ever had. When I said that, but you said that, and that is a lot of people like. It's comforting to know where it ends up, but it's exciting to just be able to see the headlights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I feel like that's definitely. By the way, I'm so glad that we have these podcasts and these shows like recorded. We can go back and see them whenever, because that was like a huge pump up like thing when he was going to town. That little 2 minutes where he was answering that.
We should edit that. And
then he, at the end of it, he's all modest. He's like, "Oh well, I hope I answered your question." I'm like, "Oh, dude,
You just dropped the
I'm just like, dude, what do you mean you hope? You just, of course you did. I got goosebumps, man. But no.
Hey, that is maybe the first time anyone's ever accused me of dropping a theological bomb.
Yes.
So thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yeah, if there was a
appreciate
mic, you could have dropped it. Yeah, you did it. You did great, man. But no, I think that sometimes we definitely, I know I was guilty of it. We try to see too far ahead, and we just want the answers. I think, sometimes as Christians, we're just so now, and it's just not about that. I felt like I've gotten better results, and I've felt more at peace when I just kind of don't see too far ahead. So I like that.
Yeah.
You're right. I like that analogy. You're right. It is a good analogy.
And because we're on the live stream, the live feed now, Donna Crabtree, look, he's waving out. Donna Crabtree says, if only one soul is saved in ministry, God has called you into it is worth everything.
Yes.
If only one soul is saved in the ministry God has called you into, it is worth everything.
Yeah.
Scott Johnson says, Byron, you're hitting the nail on the head. Jeremy Smith, put your website, www.byrontrimble.com.
I love Jeremy. Good guy.
Yeah. Archie Gilmer says, I have to believe that Jesus, and this is when you were talking about, we were talking about the Gospels. I have to believe that Jesus and the fellas had some belly laugh moments back in the day, which is true.
That's one of the things I'm looking forward to asking God when we get to heaven, is like some of the behind the scenes stories that the guys were like, we can't put that in. Like, we can't write that. Like 12 dudes hanging out for 3 years. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
yeah,
there had to have been some great, fun stuff going, especially when one has the ability to do miracles and magic. Like that would be fun. So I'm looking forward to hearing some of those stories. But yeah, Archie's right.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Like.
Wish he could meet Archie.
Like the dude, like they're freaking
Archie's
out
cool
on the
dude.
water.
Yeah.
I think of all the stories we're going to be able to ask, like, okay, like, and he's just, they have to wake him up. They're like, are we going to wake Jesus up?
Yeah.
Should we go? Okay, we're about to die. We should probably go wake Jesus up now. And they wake him up and he's like, stop it. And then it stops it. He's like, hey, what did I tell you, water? Chill. And then and you're like, this guy is, how he's awesome.
And he turns around to the disciples, do not wake me up.
Yes. Like, that's what I thought of. They're waking him up, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm sleeping. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Don't you have faith?
And then the storm and everything. This is what you're afraid of. This is what you're, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
That's some
Because I
good
picture
stuff.
Jesus with a sense of humor. It's just the way I see the world.
Yeah.
I picture Jesus with a sense of humor.
He calls us to have joy.
Dude, if us three hung out for 3 straight years and Corey had miraculous abilities, we would have a good time.
Yes.
We would have a good time.
Now he would obviously be a deity, so he wouldn't be reckless.
No,
but, like, we're sitting there, we got some fish. Corey says, hey, Jesus says, hey, in the future, guess what? They're gonna have these things called fish and chips. Don't put it in the Bible, but right now I'm gonna fry y'all up some of this some of this cod. I'm gonna fry you up some of this cod. Yeah. You'll thank me in 2,000 years is gonna be a thing.
Yes.
But right here, just for the boys. This is just for the boys. For the fish and chips, bang.
That's his closest friends.
You never know.
Oh my God, it's good.
I'm
fish
excited
and chips.
to hear what when we get to heaven.
All the people in the comments are like, he follows up the theological bombs with that. Okay. we lost him with fish and chips.
No, that is so funny, dude. Fish and chips, bang, right now, right now. Man, dude, that is so good, dude.
Corey does have miraculous abilities. He can.
Hey,
ride
all the
a
people
pedal.
in the comments, give your.
What's that?
You're good.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I was gonna tell
No.
all the people in the comments, give these guys the Beyond Limits podcast some love for all the stuff. They are thinking outside the box, and I love it. Outside the box ways of doing ministry, and this day is how we're gonna reach people. And these dudes are doing an amazing job with this. That's fun. It's relatable. It's awesome, and God's blessing it.
Oh,
and all
man.
you people are part of it. So give these guys some love. These are amazing individuals.
It took me forever to make
Byron,
that
Byron, now you got me blushing, bro. What's going on here?
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Dude,
what I'm
thanks
talking.
for
Thank
hanging
you
out
so
with
much
us today.
Yeah, man, dude, you have been a blessing to us, man, and we really appreciate it. Cannot wait to see you June 28th. It's gonna be awesome, dude. Man, God bless you, bro. Thank you so much. You're the man. You are the man.
You are, in fact, the man.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
You're the man.
You guys are the men.
You're the man.
As is the new guy and Jared, who we will
Yes,
come up with.
the new guy and Jared. We
I
gotta
had a
fix
buddy in high
that.
school. His street ball name was Mystic Sprinkle.
Mystic Sprinkle.
For Jared, I think Jared looks like a Mystic Sprinkle.
Yeah, well, here we
I
go.
can't even see him.
Yeah,
You're about to see him. We're gonna make this
Get
happen.
down, Mystic.
There he is.
Mystic. What's up, Mystic?
His hair.
He is
That
a
blonde
Mystic Sprinkle.
hair.
Get him some glitter on his face. That's Mystic Sprinkle right there.
That bleached blonde hair, he looks like a Mystic Sprinkle. He does. He does. We're gonna figure out something. We don't want any trademark issues here. We don't want any trademark issues. We don't want Mystic Sprinkle.
No. This is a gift. This is a gift.
Oh, is that
Mystic himself?
Wearing his
Mystic.
Not Today Satan shirt.
Mystic Jared.
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
give
cool.
him a big bright. I see him in a light blue shirt with a unicorn on it, and just call him Mystic Sprinkle.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
That is
that's the thing.
hilarious.
That's
Cool.
the thing. Sorry, Jared. I'm sure a nice guy. I don't know why
No.
you became the target here. I'm sorry.
No.
Jared.
He can't hear
I'm
you.
sorry, Mystic.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
he's
you're in our
good.
head.
Trust
You
me.
could say anything you
I'm
want.
sure he's fine with whatever you're saying. I'm sure he is. Oh, there you go.
He just figured out
Yes. That's what I'm talking
I've been
about.
talking to him the whole time. I
Yes.
didn't know we were live with him yet. I thought y'all were just prepping your talk. All right. So, anyways, guys, thank y'all for hanging on with
Yes.
us. Byron, thank you for being with us. Get those tickets.
Yes.
There's only going to be
Yeah.
2 winners, but we're going to pick those. 4 total winners, but 2 are winning 2 tickets. That might be confusing to people, but we're going to draw them on Friday, so you have 2 days. But if you aren't one of the 2 winners, no big deal. Get the tickets. Visit FWB Washington. That's First Free Will Baptist Washington on Facebook, and you can get those tickets. We'll put the link up later also. You'll see us. We're going to be there. Byron's going to be there. It is an awesome night of comedy. Check him out. There's a reason that so many people are watching his videos. It's because he's funny. He's
Yes.
legitimately funny.
And we got a small taste of that this morning, just a little bit, man. You said some funny stuff this morning, man. You're good. You're good, man. You're good. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So cool.
But yeah, so we're gonna.
Well, thank you guys.
No,
Yeah, it was
dude.
a lot of fun.
Yep.
A lot of fun today.
Absolutely,
Appreciate it.
man. We appreciate you taking the time. Love you guys who are on with the live stream. Go about the rest of your week. And
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
it is Wednesday. You got 2 days left, including today, so
Hump
that'd be
day.
3. Hump day. Get through it, and we will be back with you Friday morning, as always. We love you.
Cool. We love you guys. Byron, don't go anywhere. We're going to really say bye to you. We're going to give you, I don't know, it's going to be like a hug thing. It's
Yeah,
going to be weird.
a hug through the camera.
But we're
A
gonna- we're gonna
digital
do it.
embrace.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be fun.
Embrace.
Yes.
It'll be powerful.
Man, you're
emotional.
good. Digital embrace. Look at that.
Yeah.
Say
yeah,
bye.
yeah.
Bye to the live stream, and that's how we're going to end today's show, man.
Yes.
That
Kisses.
was really good.
Bye.
My man.
That was good. All right, guys, we love
Goodbye,
you. We're going to
Maston.
see you on Friday. Do something Wednesday for somebody else.
Later, guys.
Get it done.
God
love
bless
you guys.
you.
Bye.